2025 didn't make me successful. It made me honest. It changed me. Hi, I'm Riza, and this is the first time I'm actually introducing myself properly on YouTube. A lot of people say that you are the five people you spend the most time with. Some say that you are the work you do. But I think that you are the year that changes you. And 2025 definitely did that for me. This is not a highlight reel, it's a recap video of the things I faced, the things I did, and the things I learned in 2025. January started early. I posted a getting ready with me video for the first time on YouTube. There was no heavy edit, no filters, no thought process behind the script, no real plan. At that time, my boyfriend was still in town and life felt paused. I felt comfortable, I felt stable. After he went away, I traveled to Pune for the first time to visit a very close friend of mine, rather, my ex best friend. Unfortunately, the trip did not go as I thought it would, and it ended in a friendship breaking off. But I also went to Mumbai, which is close to Pune, to visit my cousin sister. It was beautiful to see the city that is so spoken about. This reminded me that new places can still make you feel alive, even when people don't. January taught me that effort doesn't always save relationships, and that is not always your fault. The second month of the year, February, was my birthday month. I invited a very handful few people, but most of them were unavailable. One person was out of town on a trip with her boyfriend. The other person had exams, so she couldn't show up. Another person had a breakdown in her car and she does not use public transportation, so she didn't turn up. And amidst all of these things, I just realized that there are very few people who actually care about my birthday. And I know it's not that big of a deal if people do not turn up on your birthday, but I felt lonely, especially because I had that friendship break off in January itself. Like, she was my best friend. Anyway, out of all the people I invited, there were two people who did show up, and I was extremely grateful for that. So we went out together to have dinner, and in the afternoon, I went out for lunch with my mom, and she gave me company and made me feel great. At night, I cut a cake with my family back at home. In the month of February, I learned that presence matters more than anything, especially in any sort of relationship or friendship. And family often fills gaps that we don't talk about enough. March is when something unexpected happened. I went to this event called Zomaland, which was happening in Kolkata. And there was this artist called Talvinder who was performing there. My long distance boyfriend actually likes listening to his songs, so I thought of recording a few of his clips where he was performing to just show it to him. And since I was already vlogging Zomaland, the event, I decided to include the performance clips of the artist in my video. And something unexpected happened. The video blew up, not because of how well I edited the video or people were interested in Zomaland or in me, but people who were interested in Talvinder were searching for his performances and they came across my video, and so that blew up. At the same time, in March itself, I was invited to host a podcast for the first time because there was somebody who liked the way I communicated. And yeah, so it was the first time in my life where I hosted a podcast and I asked questions to this reputed doctor regarding cancer. This was the first time that I realized that my voice can actually hold space. It can create an impact. That month, I told myself something simple. Let's take YouTube seriously and let me try to reach at least 1000 subscribers, if not getting monetization. March taught me that momentum doesn't arrive loudly, it sometimes whispers at first. In April, I joined swimming, not for fitness, but to overcome my fear of water. I struggled, I panicked, but I didn't give up. I showed up anyway. And slowly, swimming became something much more deeper. It gave me structure in life. So it was not only a skill that I learned, but it shaped my life in a much better way. It was progress I could feel. April taught me that confidence is built quietly, not announced loudly. In the month of May, I did something for myself. I agreed to a photo shoot. And then another, not because I wanted to become a model, but because I just wanted to capture how I look in this phase of life. Because you only look like this once, and as they say that for a girl, her beauty fades over time. So I wanted to capture my own as long as I look like this. May taught me that it's okay to want proof that you existed exactly as you were. In June, I was given an opportunity to host a podcast again, but this time it felt very different from March. I was more confident, I was more aware, I spoke better, I communicated better. At the same time, there was a difficult thing unraveling in my personal life. My family situation was not stable, and emotionally, I was carrying a lot. July was a breaking point. Emotionally, I was exhausted. But July was also the first time I had done something I had never before. I booked an international trip with my own money for the first time ever in my life. Not impulsively, but intentionally. It was not about travel, but it was about choosing a future for myself that I could hold on to as a hope for a better time, even when things at the present were not at the best state. So, June and July together taught me that planning a future could just be an act of survival. Now, in August, I lost another close friend, not because of betrayal, not because of drama, but because I shared an opinion of mine which she did not agree to. So there was silence. August taught me that people who can easily leave your life were never meant to stay. September was about finishing swimming. It was learning how to back float, learning how to breaststroke. And I was so glad that I had finally mastered this skill, which I was so scared and thought that I could never this year. There was also a lot of fun through concerts, Durga Pujo, and a lot of YouTube videos and vlogs that I shot. It was a month of creating. And for the first time, I truly felt that YouTube is my space, not just an experiment. In November, I hit 500 subscribers for the first time, and I was so happy because I was uploading all these videos and YouTube shorts, and I saw the result. It was slow, but actually, it was not that slow. I did see a steady progress, one, two, three subscribers with every video upload. Sometimes zero, but still, I kept going. In the month of December, I did go on that international trip. It was the first time I left the country on a trip with my own money. I traveled to Vietnam, and something more happened that truly made my month. I hit 1000 subscribers in 1 week while I was away and outside the country in Vietnam. And I never imagined that I would have this because I was at 500 subscribers in November and suddenly I was at plus 500 more in 1 week. I don't know how it happened, but this is what truly made me feel that YouTube is something that I want to do seriously. I want to take it up. I want to have a voice. I hit those subscribers quietly because I was not even checking my phone as much. Nor was I posting when I was on the trip. Without shortcuts, without pretending. Before I end this video, there's one thing I want to be very clear about. The reason why I lost two of my best friends this year, two extremely close people to me, wasn't because of betrayal or drama. We simply weren't like minded people anymore. Our values did not align anymore. The way we started seeing the world didn't match. And in the year 2026, I don't want to be quiet just to keep people in my life. I want to be more honest, I want to be more vocal, and I want to be more authentic and transparent about who I am, what I believe in, and what my opinions are on things. Because I don't want short term people in my life. I value long term friendships, long term relationships, and long term commitment in every form. I truly believe that when you show up authentically, you don't attract just anyone. You attract the type of people who think the way you do, who are the way you are. You attract the right people, you attract the people who are meant to stay in your life. So, if you're watching this at the end of the year or even in the new year in 2026, feeling confused, feeling lost, or even feeling quietly proud of yourself, you're not alone. I'm new here and I'm building this channel slowly and in public. And if you want to grow alongside someone, then you're welcome to stay. Subscribe if this video made you feel a little less alone. And I'll see you very soon in the next one. Until next time, bye.